So, Squad Strike is a thing, and I'm mostly doing this just for the challenge, but it was a very interesting game mode that they did announce like way back then. I want to say like during the Simon Belmont's reveal trailer, I want to say. This is essentially a crew battle, so hey, this makes things a lot more easier, and it is an interesting battle, I want to say. Zero stock time limit. Let's create a rule set. I'm assuming that it's going to be like elimination, best of... The winner will start a new battle with the next opponent. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's try a tag team for now. 7 minutes. Level CPU 9. Did I do that? I hope we did. Oh boy, okay, this one's gonna take a while. Hold on. Got one more thing. So, this is a good case for me to showcase what I believe personally to be tournament legal stages, in case anyone's wondering about that. So the ones I'm disabling as off are the ones I don't think are tournament viable. I haven't really kept up with the competitive scene whatsoever. But this is what I want to say, and yes, I'm banning Lilac Cruise, even though technically there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know, I don't know, like, I know that Lexi hates the stage so much, so just for her sake, I'm just gonna, yeah. This one's debatable, but I'm gonna turn it off because I think most people will say no, I think. Oh, did I? Okay. Oh, these are banned, holy crap. Oh, no, that's good. Okay, so these are the tournament legal stages that I believe are legal. Battlefield it's standard. Final Destination, yes. By the way, this is taking account that our hazards are off, so that's the reason why I turned it off to begin with. Because if we're taking into account if they're on, then, well, nothing will really change. But if they are off, then of course that's why I'm not gonna disable Wily's Castle or Midgar or Kalos region. Jesus, okay. But yeah, Final Destination, yeah, it's self-explanatory. Dreamlink can be on or off depending on your situation. I think the Wispy Woods is not that big of a deal, and the ceiling and the walls are definitely different enough for it to be a different stage entirely, even though it does have the same battlefield layout. This one also has the same battlefield layout as well, except there's a dip between the ledges. If we turn them on, the stage has its on, while Randall itself, it would be an interesting mechanic. The fact that the Shy Guys actually spawn fruit on them makes it illegal, which is unfortunate. Like, if the Shy Guys didn't spawn fruit, then I don't think that's as big of a deal at all. Fountain of Dreams, another Battlefield-like stage, except this time with a wall in between the middle section of the stage. If its stage hazards are on, it wouldn't be that big of a deal either. Pokémon Stadium, in Melee, it was, the stage hazards were not that big of a deal. However, I think in Brawl it was, because the fan was a wall that could lead to certain infinites and all that. And speaking of which, the fire stage in itself is an infinite too, so that could pose some issues. So yeah, stage hazards off is fine. This one on and off is perfectly fine regardless. Randall, or I forgot the name of the Randall in this Yoshi's Island. It's not that big of a deal. It is somewhat randomly generated, and when he does pop up, it's random. But it's not that big of a deal. Shy Guys do appear, but this time don't have fruit, which kind of mystifies why they do have fruits in Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story. But aside from that, the middle platform also does rotate between left and right, kind of like a seesaw. That's not that big of a deal, so whether or not the stage hazards are on and off is no big deal at all. Pokémon Stadium 2, stage hazards are always going to be off. The fact that the platform is two separate platforms is good, I think. But the fact that there are like separate elementals that do hinder the gameplay, it does hinder it. Castle Siege, there is a slight dip in the middle, and the elevation on the right side is bigger. Other than that, stage hazards off. It's only going to be this area, which I think is perfectly fine. The ceiling is a little bit off, but other than that, it's not that big of a deal. Same thing goes for WarioWare. I think it's a very interesting stage layout with 2 different platforms on each side. And the blast zones are very small, similar to Yoshi's Story, but that also poses some interesting tactics as well. Smashville, whether or not its stage hazards on or off is no big deal at all. If the stage hazards are off, the moving platform in the middle stays the middle rather than rotates, but it doesn't matter either way. Kalos, basically Final Destination with two separate platforms on the left and right side. Not that big of a deal, however, it has to be stage hazards off because stage on is a huge big deal. Town and City, somewhat like a Battlefield stage, except a little bit more elevated towards the top region. And if stage hazards are on, the platforms, all they do is move side to side or disappear. Not that big of a deal. I think, like, regardless of whether or not stage hazards on or off, it should both be legal. Wireless Castle, basically Final Destination with wall jumps. Has to be off because with it on, there's a lot of different platforms, and Yellow Devil. Midgar, it's basically Battlefield. So, that's what I believe to be the tournament legal stages. Now, I could be wrong, but we'll see. Hey there, guys, this is Future Base, making an interruption to the old base that recorded this, I believe, like a month ago. So, my opinion on the tournament legal stages has pretty much changed compared to the previous time I did it. There are some stages that I have to mention that are, in fact, legal. Not to just to my opinion, but to also the competitive's opinion as well. And one stage in particular that can be consensus to ban. I'm not going to mention all the stages that I've already talked about, but for the new stages that I am willing to talk about. Lilac Cruise. Now, people tend to ban this because of a glitch that happened at day 1. But from what I've seen, it's pretty much patched, and the stage doesn't actually tilt that much, so it's not really that big of an issue. The platforming, the platforms on the top side is also very interesting, being that they're nearly perpendicular to each other, except for the middle section. But regardless, I think this is probably a fine stage if hazards are off. Now, if hazards are on, that can definitely pose some problems. Zelda's teleports is going to be very difficult to get back on stage. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Another thing I should mention is that Pokémon Stadium 1 and 2 really have no differences in terms of stage off. So, people tend to ban one and include the other. In my opinion, I don't think that's really needed. If they're really that too similar to each other, then it's not really that big of a deal, I feel. That's kind of the reason why, like, competitive play, for some reason, banned Midgar, because it's too similar to Battlefield, even though I don't think that's really that big of an issue. But yeah, that's something I have to note. In my personal opinion, I don't think that's really needed, but that is what the tournament standard is. They banned Midgar for being too similar to Battlefield. And, yeah. Speaking of ban, they also banned Fountain of Dreams for having lag. Now, when I was playing this and stress testing this seems to only happen during doubles. Like, when it comes to, like, around 4 players, then that can pose issues. But I have tested out with 2 Ice Climbers, and I have not really found a whole lot of lag. So, I think the lag only appears in around, like, 5 to 8 player Smash. If not, maybe doubles as well, and I just got really lucky with my Ice Climbers battle. I don't know. But, yeah, that's something to note. Fountain of Dreams might be banned due to that factor. If not, it's probably just going to be banned if Ices are in the game. What else is there? People are also banning WarioWare for, honestly, I think it's kind of a stupid reason. They say that the stage is too small, therefore they ban it, which I don't know why that's a reasoning in general, because Yoshi's Island and Melee was very small, but they still kept it in, so I don't see why WarioWare is different at all. Like, and the layout I think is very unique, so honestly I don't think this stage should be banned. I also didn't really mention Unova Pokemon League back in my previous video, or I guess in this video now that you're watching it. It's essentially Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Just different aesthetics. There could be some consensus when it comes to the background, because it can be blending in with like darker colors, but otherwise it's not that big of a deal. PictoChat, in my opinion, is not that bad. It's just basically Final Destination, but with a wall jump, similar to Wily's Castle. However, there's something I do have to note is that it's a 2D stage, which means like hitboxes and such can be affected. So that might be consensus to ban, in my opinion, for casuals at the very least. It's not that bad. I think that's it. I also, for some reason, Skyloft is here. It's not that bad, I say, but I could see a reason why they tournament banned it. The platforms as you see on the screen right there, are a unique layout, and they stay that way, unlike Delfino Plaza, which for some reason switches from like that stage to like the ground stage to another stage and all that. It's like, for some reason they don't do that. The same thing goes for Prism Tower as well. Seems like Skyloft is like the exception for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the thing. I'm also hearing that Woohoo Island, no hazards, are also unbanned as well, and they say that it's not that big of a deal stage and it could be tournament legal. However, even with hazards off, there's still hazards from what I've tested so far. Like, there's like an area in which like you go through a bridge, and that bridge is interactable, similar to like how in Venom, there when you go inside a cave, there's like some walls between them. So I think for that reason alone should ban Woohoo Island. However, that's something I need to note, that Woohoo Island currently is not banned, I think. I don't know. By the time I upload this, it might be, but we'll see. Duck Hunt is also another stage that may or may not be banned. I think the tree on the left side can cause camping a lot. So I think that alone kind of consists of the ban. Other than that, like, I'm not gonna even bother going to like doubles or 8-player Smash legal tournament stages, because there's honestly a lot to cover. For example, Mushroom Kingdom U, I heard, is tournament legal for doubles or 8-player Smash, but I haven't really had much experience with that. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on my current opinion on most of the tournament legal stages. Hopefully that clarifies some things. And like I said, like, the recording you saw beforehand was of a previous recording of my old opinion. However, there are some opinions that I do still pertain. But this is just me updating my opinion, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, back to Past Me. But, yeah, 3 vs 3, or let's try 3 vs 3 first. Maybe it'll be a lot more, simpler. Make everyone CPU, okay. Oh, wow, okay, so the layout for this one makes it kind of look like a fighting game. Alright, I'll start off with, actually, if that's the case, yeah, screw it, I'm gonna go 5v5. We're gonna go all in with these. What the heck? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna be playing all these characters. I'm gonna pick the 5 best of my characters, and, well, my favorite costumes as well. Young Link, where the heck is he? There he is. Young Link. 3. Oh man, who's my third best? I guess Falco. 4th would be Simon. I like his default, so I'm gonna stick to that. If you guys want to fight against me, I guess this is a good way for you guys to get a gauge as to how I play personally. What's my 5th character? I don't think I have a 5th character, actually. Like, these 4 are basically the characters I'm most proficient with, I guess. I would play Ike, but I don't know, I feel like my Ike is too sluggish. I want to play Zeus Samus, but I feel she's not as good compared to her Wii U counterpart. Same thing goes for Bayonetta. I guess I'm good with Inkling. Alright. Okay. As for our opponents, let's just make them all random. Can I, make it so that they're all based? Yep, okay, perfect. Alright. Choose the... Oh, okay. Well, sure, let's randomize it. Alright. Falco versus Bayonetta. Alright, let's start this off. Tag team, stock, 7 minutes. 5 stocks, so should be a little bit increased in time, I want to say. Like, I'm guessing, like, in terms of tournament legal rules, 3 stocks is going to be the most preferred. If we're planning on having, like, only 3 characters tag team, like King of Fighter style. That's my guess, at least. So 7 minutes might be a little bit too short for this match. But yeah, this is a fun match, I want to say. This could be very interesting. I want to see how, like, this in a tournament setting at the very least. Alright. Bayonetta's recovery's not that bad. did set these to level 9 CPUs, right? I don't feel like these are as strong as I thought they would be. This bitch loves to like witch time a lot. Holy crap. Alright. I'm not proficient with Daisy. I think she's easily one of my counters out of characters I'm not too used to fighting against. And out of all the randoms, why did it go FD? Interesting. Yeah, Falco doesn't have that same laser shenanigans he has in Melee. So whenever he does lasers, you can't really move afterwards. Crap. Who's that? Snake? It looks like? Or Young Link? Snake, okay. Oh, I haven't fought against Lucario yet. This would be interesting. I did say I wanted to main Wolf at one point. I'm not sure why I didn't do that yet. I should probably practice with him. I haven't really played much about him at all, so... when we finish this, we'll try to go in classic mode and play Wolf. I just easily want to replace my Inkling. Like, my Inkling's probably my least strengthened main right now. As of now, it's only like Snake, Toon Link, and you can replace either Simon or Falco for that one at the current moment. That was not a good way to showcase my Snake at all. Do I see like missing no whenever I see Lucario shield? Might be just me. Wow, that was a dumb gimp. Okay. Wow, what the hell, Lucario? That's actually really good. Alright. I'm gonna have to make a huge comeback somehow. I doubt it, though. Okay. Not yet. Just have to deal with Lemmy? Iggy? Lemmy, okay. I haven't seen any Bowser Jr.'s like period. So this might be interesting. Oh crap, I think I super armor on. Wow, I've somehow made a 3-star combat with Young Link. I was really scared when I was using him. Just to show that Young Link might be my absolute main, just for my playstyle. Oh my god, Lucario just completely decimated like 3 of my characters. If Young Link didn't like save him, then like I don't know what would have happened. Alright, yeah, that was fun. Should be able to get a trophy now. There we go. Finish Squat Strike. And I completed Smash. Got a lot of gold. What the hell is Luigi doing there? Alright, I'll try one more. Except we're gonna do Tournament Legal this time, so it's 3 stocks instead.